I'm Wes, and I'm on a never-ending quest to beat absolutely every game in existence. The great, the mediocre, and the completely unplayable. Welcome to Backlog Buster. Final Fantasy VII is considered pretty easy. You can get through pretty painlessly by spamming your basic attack command and limit breaks. So let's ask the question, can you beat Final Fantasy VII without ever using the attack command? Ground rules. There will be absolutely no usage of the attack command. Limit breaks are also a fundamental and fun mechanic of FF7. When limit breaks are available, they replace your attack command. As such, they will not be used. This challenge run also has a distinct time limit this time around. 1 weekend to complete. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is 72 hours from start to finish in real time. If it goes overtime, it's an official fail. Otherwise, the goal this time around is just to beat the game and see the credits. FF7's optional side quests and super bosses are outside the scope for this one. Cloud here starts with Bolt and Ice Magic, so this challenge is not an immediate auto-fail. Running out of MP is a genuine concern though. As I run through the reactor, I will be running from all battles. Gotta save that MP for the boss. After a few solo battles, Barret finally joins the party. Let's give Barret some materia so that he can deal damage and oh, there's no materia option in the menu yet. Well, that sucks. I guess Barret will simply be choosing pacifism. At Guardian Scorpion, the tutorial boss, Barret here is just gonna defend and throw potions while Cloud's gonna spam Bolt magic. I will not be attacking during that counter stance. I will use magic instead. What? It counters anyways! This fight's been relatively painless. It's only the tutorial after all, but my MP is dangerously low on Cloud. You start Final Fantasy VII with exactly 1 ether. That's a real blessing too, because I had to use it. I was exactly 1 casting of Bolt off of a kill too. Darn. Should have started running from battles a little earlier. Hope I don't need that ether later. Now it's time to cheese it out of the reactor. I'm still going to be running from every single battle. Gotta hold on to that MP. It occurs to me now that I should move everyone to the back row from now on. Can't physically attack anyways. May as well get that little defense bonus. Reactor status, blowed up. Cheap, clean, accessible power is overrated. Am I right, gamers? No, I will not purchase a flower. Goodbye. Never talk to me again. I've got all this MP burning a hole in my pocket, so let's blast these Shinra goons. Off to the bar to meet Best Girl. Named for her most prominent assets, of course. And now it's off to blow up another reactor. But first, let's visit that tutorial area. I got an all materia and an ether out of it, so that's well worth the trip. Now I'm gonna head to the weapon shop, huh?
Is that a grenade?
A hand grenade.
Grenades. Those aren't attacks and will no doubt prove useful. I'm hawking Barret's assault gun for cash to buy armor and as many grenades as possible. Materia diversified. Everyone can at least do something now. Train status escaped. All cast ice is actually strong? Color me surprised. Okay, these random battles are pretty taxing on the MP. Might have to start running from everything again. Big slide. Bomb status placed. Let's mosey on out of here. God, I hate this puzzle so much. Oh yeah, first try, baby. And speaking of first try, it's time for the first real boss, Airbuster. The party's split. This is going to be a little awkward. Spamming magic, here we go. Oh, MP's really low. Should have used that tent I picked up earlier. But grenades are actually pretty strong, so I will simply spam them. Man, does Airbuster just counterattack everything? I'm getting destroyed here. Big bomber's out of ammo? Good. Stop using it. Airbuster was a huge tax on my item stockpile. I'm tired of hanging out with you guys. I'll see you later. Thank God the roof of this church and these flowers broke my fall. Hope they weren't special to somebody. Wait a second, you're that girl from the slums. Your name's... Ladies, please control yourselves around me. I'm a mercenary. I only work for money. Uh-oh, I goofed it. Oh God, she doesn't have any materia. I have a handful of grenades left over from Airbuster, otherwise this would have been a challenge failure. But no stamp today. Now that that's over with, I can give Dead Meat some magic and she can actually be useful. I do think now's a good time to do some level tuning up. I'm gonna need loads of money for armor, materia, and consumables moving forward. Oh, purple marble. I want that for the collection. Girlfriend, listen, Tifa is my wife. Do not talk to me anymore, Dead Meat. Time for a wondrous excursion to the wall market. The Dawn's not interested in guys? We'll see about that one. Dress status started. Honeybee in status entered. Oh my god, there's hot girls everywhere. Oh, I'm going in. I could definitely use a little bit of that poik poik. Alright. Oh, a guy? Come on, man. Why you gotta do this to me? It also occurs to me now that giving everyone tranquilizers is also a good idea. I don't care about limit breaks, and the reduced damage will actually help a little bit. Sadness for the rest of the game. Yo, bro, give me that wig. Dress acquired, and the mansion entered. I see Don Corneo is a man of taste, but that's my wife. I don't want no scrubs. Scrubs ain't gonna get no love from me. Dead meat retrieved, and best girl rescued. Now it's time for everyone's favorite boss, Apps. Yeah, I had to look it up. I mostly just call this guy Sewer Tsunami. Tidfa's equipped with fire, so everyone's got a spell for damage. The magic is powerful, and with a Sewer Tsunami, Apps finishes himself off. Train graveyard? Ghosts? This always felt super bizarre, especially in the middle of a bustling high-tech city like Midgar. I could really use some more grenades. Oh, alright, fine. Let's save Barrett, okay? Fine. Avalanche status, deceased. Hey, don't push that button. Reno's pyramid is easy to break when you actually have attacks. I don't have any. Gonna have to throw grenades to smash them this time. Then it's back to the standard strategy of spamming magic attacks and throwing grenades at Reno. Oh my goodness, just look at the time. Plate status, blowed up. Sector 7 status, pancaked. Hope you had insurance there, Tifa. Back through Wall Market again, picking up some more materia. Everyone's got restore now. The genericing materia setup has begun. Batteries acquired, and it's some awkward platforming to get up to the Shinra HQ. I could choose to stealthily climb the stairs and I'd get an elixir out of it along with a hilarious line of dialogue. But stealth is optional for this mission, so guns blazing it is. Another stealth segment? I will simply fight battles until I can just walk through because everything is dead. Stealth segments in non-stealth games can go and stay go for real. Oh, come on, man. I know that I get a special materia for guessing right on the first try. What's the password? Do I actually have to figure this out? Reading? What is this, some kind of text-based RPG? Okay, I figured it out. It's BEST. B-E-S-T. Elemental materia acquired. There's only a couple of these in the game. When you put elemental materia on your weapon or armor, it gives the linked materia's element. Not useful this playthrough for weapons, but if I put it in armor, I negate and eventually will absorb elements. Could be pretty useful. I also could have gotten an all materia if I did this next part correctly, but I'll take the star pendant in 4 slots. Alright, and I can actually sleep in the gym for full restores, so MP problems eliminated. Board meeting status eavesdropped. Hey, I wonder what's in this fridge. Why would anyone want to eat this? Oh, poison materia. Oh, hi, it's me, Red 13. Later on, I'll tell you my real name is Nanaki, so let's just go with that for now. I really don't know what they were thinking with this, but that's fine. It's the same thing with Frog and Chrono Trigger. It makes no sense, but okay. Well, look at that. Poison does nothing on this boss. Thank God I got it right beforehand. The star pendant I picked up earlier is paying dividends, though. Immunity to poison is pretty great. Standard stuff of spamming magic on the boss and ignoring the front line, and it's all over. Fires being the real MVP in this fight. Very important enemy skill materia acquired. There's only like 4 of these in the whole game, and I want every single one of them. Oh no, I've been captured. Sure hope nothing bad happens to you guys while I'm safely tucked away in prison with my wife. I'm gonna quickly grind here for a little bit, just to make sure I've got the MP and damage to survive the next couple of bosses on the way out of Midgar. Manic materia mix-up on my party, and it's time to start the escape from Midgar. Normally this elevator fight's annoying because your party can't reach the enemies with basic attacks. Magic can always reach, so this is actually a little bit easier than normal. Really glad that everyone has bolt magic, you know, machine enemies' weaknesses. Glad I invested heavily into diversifying with ice and fire materia instead. Whoops. Fight's over, but there's a second fight here back to back. But nothing's really changed. Spamming whatever magic I have and throwing grenades and popping some heals whenever it's needed. That's one more victory. And it's an immediate flashback to Cloud to fight Rufus and Dark Nation. Huh. Poison actually working on bosses? I will simply poison Rufus and then spam Bolt to win, and he's gone. Meeting up with the rest of the boys, and man, this old school CGI rocks. I have never had a bad time playing Final Fantasy VII, and I literally never will. Bikers get clobbered. Motorball is up next, spamming magic again. It's literally all we can do, so get used to that. Bolt, as usual, is a big winner. Grenades are actually stronger than the non-bolt spells for everyone else. It does occur to me at this point that I should have done elemental fire linked on armor. Oh well, hindsight's 2020, live and learn. Motor Ball is actually pretty tough, but I'm able to heal through the damage, and Motor Ball's done after a slew of grenades and bolts. That's Midgar finished. A very significant portion of Final Fantasy VII completed. It's honestly always surprising just how long you stay in Midgar for. Before I stop for the night, I'm getting Materia magic from the enemies outside of Midgar. Enemy skill is basically blue magic from the other Final Fantasies, and to no one's surprise, it is extremely strong. Game saved, and that's it for day 1. Just under 5 hours to get out of Midgar alone. Waking up with less than 48 hours left, it occurs to me just how long Final Fantasy VII really is. I've got confidence I can clear it out by the 72-hour mark, but it's gonna be some long days ahead. And what better way to start off day 2 than with the calm flashback sequence? A flashback so long that it quite literally has an intermission in it. Alright, 30 minutes later and I'm off. The quest for Sephiroth begins. Chocobo dancing gets me a precious red marble. Choco Mog acquired. I made a few foolish attempts at taking out the Midgar Zolom to try and get beta early. Not a great plan, especially being on a time crunch. Let's do things properly. Chocobo acquired, swamp crossed. In the Junon area, I opted to track down Yuffie because I could. Get wrecked, kiddo. And then I'm gonna answer that little questionnaire correctly. I know all your tricks. And from now on, your name is Hot Pants. Ah, Junon. More grenades, please. Mr. Dolphin, what is this, Guilty Gear? Oh look, a giant dragon thing. Bottom swell. The big attacks are coming out first. Choco Mog, Materia Magic, and Poison. Oh look, Poison actually connected. Grenades are still surprisingly viable. This boss fight's like a combination of Reno and Apps. Kinda wild. Oh well, that only took like 3 minutes. A small child can survive face down for 3 minutes underwater, right? Ah, she's okay. All's well that bottoms well. Oh, red marble. Disguise acquired. Oh, enemy skill number 2. Very based. Ah, the ratings are through the roof. Force Stealer acquired. This is great because it's got 3 slots and double materia growth. Crossing the ocean as a stowaway. What's that? A super drink for seamen? I'm in. Wait, you said for and not from, right? One more all materia from the cargo bay and it's off to Genova Berth. I'm ripping all the summons early, using Cure All whenever there's a laser attack. Poison just keeps on missing. I'll try, about 4 times for it to miss before I finally learn my lesson. Then it's back to classic strategies. Spamming basic magic, Cure All, and whipping grenades. Grenades are actually really nice because the animation is slightly faster than casting spells. Remember, I'm on a tight deadline here. After a fairly easy fight, it's over. Hey, are you gonna eat that tentacle? And a new red marble. Ifrit. Tearing through to North Coral now. Summon Magic is making short work of these random battles. There's a free W machine gun here for Barret and it's got 2 times growth. Yes, please. New armor and a new chuckable consumable is available in North Coral. Stocked up on healing items and Molotovs. Listen, Barret, I'm sure your backstory is especially tragic, but there's the gold saucer right there. I'm going on the rides. Wait, what is this? My lucky color isn't blue? This guy's a huge fraud. Catmog joins the party. Why is his name Catmog? It's very likely because I don't want to say Kate Sith, the incorrect pronunciation, and I also don't want to say Cat She, its correct Gaelic pronunciation. You learn something new every day around here, don't ya? Anyways, Catmog comes stocked with a manipulate materia. That's a major component in one of my master plans. Gun violence in my theme park? Who could have done this? A man with a gun on his arm? Oh hey Barret, fancy meeting you in this desert prison. Let's make sure we beef up Barret with all of the best gear and materia, just in case he needs to have a rival battle in the near future. I also finally have some level 2 magic now. Let's start with summons and then fire 2. That damage kinda sucks. It's not that much better than basic fire, and it's way more expensive MP-wise. Uh-oh. Is magic terrible? Damn, Dine is fast. He's multi-turning Barret like crazy. Gonna have to spam Molotovs and high potions for this one. But if Final Fantasy has taught me anything, it's these characters don't die, and they'll just come back into the story later on. See you later, Dine. The only way to get out of this prison is by winning a chocobo race. Did you murder 100 people in cold blood? Well, you just gotta win this race and all is forgiven. Ooh, red marble. I will simply win the race and get a full pardon, and a fun car too. I'm gonna drive off to Gonganga. Who named this place? Oh, it's the Turks. Who could have seen that coming? Nothing worth stealing in this fight, so spamming summon magic it is. Rude just keeps healing Reno, so I guess I should focus him first. Just kidding, I will simply focus fire Reno and then Rude will go down shortly after. Ooh, yellow marble. Death blow, huh? Death blow is technically not the attack command, but it's basically the attack command for all intents and purposes. Using death blow won't break the challenge parameters, but I will do my best to refrain from using it. At the reactor now, no, I'll have to hide. I'm intimidated by attractive, powerful women after all. I hope none of them come after me. Oh, phew, she's gone. Red marble acquired. Time to backtrack for one of the best enemy skills in the game. Gotta go all the way back over the mountain pass, but it'll be worth it. Finally back at the beach. Beach plugs. Perfect. A quick manipulation and the enemy skill Big Guard is mine. Big Guard gives you barrier, M-barrier, and haste. It is insanely powerful and I'll be using it every single fight from now on. At least the hard ones. That was well worth going back and forth through the mountain pass to Coral. And you know what? I should go grab White Wind since I'm here. Gotta head back across the ocean and I'm looking for a Zem Zealot. This owl-looking monster here. Manipulated and White Wind acquired. White Wind heals your party and also restores status effects. White Wind is pretty darn strong, but I honestly can't remember how often you're hit with negative status effects in Final Fantasy VII. Alright, back to North Coral, and I could have just used the buggy.
Oh, we were right there, man!
Oh, Barrett's enthusiasm for Cosmo Canyon is just infectious. New town means a new store, which means new weapons and armor. Normal growth? What is this, materia growth for ants? I don't think so. New collectible marble vendor. HP and MP plus. Oh, yes, please. So is Bugenhagen's flying like magic, or is it like a space wheelchair or something? And he's Nanaki's grandpa? How does that even work? Picked up the death sentence enemy skill while I was running through grabbing everything in the Gi Cave. You can't ever come back to the Gi Cave, so everything in here is technically missable. There's an added effect materia in here, so that's worth picking up. This is very similar to the elemental materia, but it's for status effects. This can give us immunity to certain statuses when it's linked with another materia on our armor. I am very low on MP, and these spiders are pretty ridiculous for a scripted enemy that you have to fight multiple times. Oh no, it's the Gi Chieftain. Elixir! Death! Listen, I'm not crying, okay? I'm just cutting onions. But do you guys want like a soft? No? Alright then. Oh look, it's Cloud and Tifa's childhood home. You know, the one that completely burned to the ground in the Calm flashback. Oh, Platinum Fist for Tifa. Double growth to go along with those double Ds. Yeah, there's no chance I'm entering the Shinra mansion right now. Completely unprepared mountaineering it is. Oh, Rune Blade acquired. Extra socket over the Force Stealer and I still got that double growth. Although I am running out of MP. Spamming summons every random battle has maybe been a mistake. But we made it to the save point. Good thing I came stocked up on tents. I'll grind here for a little bit before the boss fight. Fire magic is useless on the Materia Keeper, so after a bit of marble madness, I'm rip-roaring to go. Bio is good. Poisonable bosses, let's go. The only strategy available to me is spamming magic, and I'm getting a little low on MP. Healing yourself, that's lame. Wait, 1,000 health? Go on, that's like 5 turns of spells. Oh yeah, Trine, this is it. I feel it. Let's test it out. 385 damage for 20 MP? That's pretty solid numbers right there. Could you just stop curing yourself? I'm running out of MP, man. But I barely managed to scrape by. At least the save point's right there, so, recovered. Materia Keeper dropped the counterattack materia. This is technically not the attack command. I will think about using it. Trine's gonna be my go-to spell from now on, though. Summons have limited cast per battle. Trine does not. Magic requires a linked all materia to multicast. Trine does not. Enemy skill is completely busted, by the way. Mountaineering complete. Rocket Town? You're the captain, huh? You seem like a swell guy. Sure hope you're not verbally abusive to your wife later. Man. Lard in your tea? That, sir, is unforgivable. Have at you. Midgar? Bio to poison him in time for spamming Trine. I'm almost out of MP, but I do have a couple of grenades left. Hey, you get back here. Damn, he ain't gonna be in Final Fantasy VIII. Well, come to think of it, none of these guys will. I could go do Wutai at this point with the tiny Bronco. If I did, I would lose all of my marbles. I have to come back with exclusively attack items like grenades and Molotovs, so Wutai's probably not gonna happen. But let's try and get Vincent, the final character. I'm looking up the code, I don't care. I always hated entering this combo as a kid. 20 seconds to get this done is absurdly nuts. Yep, Just as painful as I remember it. Whew, guy hits hard, this is gonna be rough. But susceptible to poison? Let's throw some M tentacles at this guy. Trine and poison, give me your power. At half health, loss number either goes full physical or full magic depending on what type of damage you dealt the most of. I have dealt exclusively magic damage, so yeah, here it is, magic mode. Big guard, back up, and I can barely damage loss number now. 100 damage. At least the bio's poison is pulling its weight. I'm running on empty here. Oh, Molotov's actually doing damage? Dude, nice. Fight's over, Molotov saved the day. Key and red marble acquired. Vincent status joined up. I'm done with that nightmare mansion forever. Back to the gold saucer. Hey, can I borrow that Dio? Entertain you? Oh, come on, not another poik poik. Oh, battle square? Okay, fine. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? Yeah, one battle's enough for me. A deal's a deal. Now you have to give me that keystone. Alright, and I got a date with best girl, my wife Tifa. Hey, that's my keystone. You better not give it to that helicopter guy or consequences will never be the same. Okay, sure, all's forgiven, I guess. Just hang out, you know, fine. On the way out of North Coral, I'm buying some Molotovs. I got a bad feeling about this next part. I'm making sure Cloud has the cover counter-attack combo. Listen, I'm not pressing the attack command, alright? It's fine, it doesn't count. This part is always a lengthy affair. Huh, a purple marble. But how do I get over there? Finally made it. What's the reward? Lucky plus? Yeah, I'm feeling like magic materia isn't even worth using anymore. Spamming Trine is just the way to go. Strong damage, all cast for a reasonable MP cost. It just makes sense. Ooh, yellow marble. Morph. Yeah, okay, sure. Yes, heal me and save my game, you disgusting little gremlin. I'm thinking it's Final Fantasy VII, so 7 must be the correct path. Damn it, it was 6. Huh, Scooby-Doo called, they want their meme back. The next boss is the Red Dragon. Magic marble manipulation, let's go. I'm giving Tifa elemental fire on armor to hopefully negate the fire-based attacks. Everything else is shuffled around, so let's wrestle. Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, gonna need that big guard up right away. FF7 clearly not pulling punches anymore. Bio and Trine, as usual. The barrier from Big Guard is helping a huge amount, though. Managed to eke out a victory. Aerith might be leaving soon, so I'm unequipping her of her best stuff. Bahamut Marble acquired. Dragon Armlet equipped. Titan linked with the elemental materia on Tifa's armor should help with this next fight. Hopefully. That Dragon Armlet is actually insanely strong. Half damage from fire, cold, and lightning attacks? That's some insane damage mitigation to just hand out like that. Especially because the magic defense stat on your armor doesn't actually even work in Final Fantasy VII. Thank you, little gremlin. I will absolutely take a heal and save on a new save file in case I get stuck. Damn, Big Guard really carrying me through these fights, not gonna lie. Bio does no damage, alright? No poison it is. Oh god, 127 damage from Trine? This isn't gonna be good. Alright, let's try out Bahamut. Okay, that's some good damage. Let's test out Molotovs. Okay, 300 damage. I will be resorting to Molotovs. My magic apparently just sucks on Demon Wall. Thank you, poverty-stricken, destitute North Coral shop owner. I won't forget you. Cure on all, keeping Big Guard up, and spamming all 30 of those Molotovs that I bought. That was actually pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. Demon's Gate is always a wall in FF7. Yeah, I know he's like a physical wall, but it's also like a metaphorical wall in your playthrough. Oh man, I sure am sad that the literal remote-controlled stuffed animal that betrayed us sacrificed itself for the black materia. Never forget, and play that world's smallest violin. Oh, let me just hang on to this. Oh yeah, sure, Sephiroth, you can have it. Dead Meat's just gone. Oh well, the Dream Team's back in action. I haven't forgotten that I'm on a 72-hour deadline. I'm beelining it to Bone Village. I doubt Dead Meat's coming back in, so her equipment's getting hawked. Oh man, they sell ether here. I'm buying it all. I sure hope I don't develop a crippling addiction to ether. I never understood this minigame as a kid, but it's just basic triangulation. I spent all of my money on ethers and flubbed getting the lunar harp on the first try. I gotta get more cash. Die, squirrels! Face the might of the Dragon King. Ah, lunar harp acquired. I saw that red marble, you get over here. Very important chest ahead. Water ring acquired, and equipped immediately. City of the Ancients is always really eerie and cool. I also never remember what to do here. I guess I'll just have to take a nap. Ooh, enemy skill. Yoink. Ooh, comet materia. Yoink. You guys wait right here. I know absolutely nothing bad is gonna happen. What could go wrong? Who could have predicted that this would have happened to Dead Meat? Alright, Genova Life. Big Guard, Bahamut, and I'm waiting for that Aqualung for my enemy skill materia. There it is, and oh man, everybody's dead. Every single attack from Genova Life is water. The water ring absorbs water damage and keeps Barrett alive. As long as Barrett's MP holds out, it is a free win. Good thing I brought all those ethers in Bone Village. Comet is pretty strong after all, but man, it uses a lot of MP. How could this happen to Dead Meat? Why? It's not fair. I will never emotionally recover from this. Woohoo! Carve that powder, baby! Not gonna lie, it's a little tone deaf to have the fun snowboarding minigame almost immediately after the bombshell of Aerith getting murdered. But you know, here we are in Disc 2 now. There's tons of goodies in the Great Glacier, some rare and exclusive marbles too. Like that added cut materia that I literally just ran past by accident. Whoops. I made it to the cabin, missing all of the cool stuff in the Great Glacier along the way. Damn, this guy casually dropping that he had a vertical limit moment. First battle on the mountain? Ooh, magic breath, I want that. Oh god, everyone's dead. Cheese it! Ooh, a ribbon. That's definitely getting equipped. Trine's still the MVP here. Strong MP to damage ratio. This part is actually crazy to navigate. Lots of blind corners and obtuse ways to progress. Not gonna lie, it's kind of a pain every single time I get here. Not to mention I'm very clearly a little underleveled and ill-prepared. My provisions are running low. Rematch time. Quick, big guard. Magic breath successfully learned. Thank God there's a save point here. I got tense for days, but I am dangerously low on ether. Oh baby, is magic breath strong. Glad I picked that one up. Icicle statuses dropped. Let's head back down. Another save point. This is great because I am basically out of ethers now. There are enemies here that drop dragon armlets. Dragon armlets half damage from fire, ice, and lightning and have good sockets. I got one in the Temple of the Ancients, remember? I'm gonna grind the blue dragons here to get 2 more. They have a 100% drop rate, thankfully. I just have to get into a rare battle with a blue dragon and then beat them. Blue dragon arrived, 8,800 HP, and magic breath heals it a bit. Okay, there's a little bit of a problem here. Bahamut does good damage, Comet does good damage. Damn, Dragon Force actually hurting my damage output. Dragon Force is an enemy skill that I can learn, but I think I'll pass on it for now. Okay, poison also works. Good to know for the next one. Blue dragon down and dragon armlet 1 acquired. I gotta get 1 more dragon armlet for Barrett. Putting these blue dragons right next to a save point was a godsend from the devs. I wonder if they thought about that. Blue dragon number 2, let's go. Bahamut and Odin for basically half its health and damage, and then ripping Trines and Bio to take it out. Dragon armlet 2 acquired, and Comet leveled up to level 2. Equipment readjusted, tented to full, and game saved. Oh, sweet a schizo boss. Comet 2 actually seems super strong, and farming those dragon armlets was definitely the right call. With big guard up, I'm barely taking damage here. Unfortunately, magic breath just doesn't work, which sucks. Was getting magic breath a complete waste of time? Trine, you're off the bench and back in the game. But now I am totally out of MP. I really can't justify using any more ethers to speed this up. Tifa managed to survive the fight at least. I'll take it. Thank God I have 5 Phoenix Downs, down to 3 now. Back to that save point, fully healed and saved. Let's get ourselves off this glacier and into the crater. Casually, this part isn't overly difficult, but I'm feeling the crunch here. These last 2 areas have been a long gauntlet without any real ability to restock. Not to mention I'm 10 hours deep into it today and I am quite tired. Ha, red marble. Neo Bahamut? Yes, please. Time for Genova Death here. 25,000 HP to get through. Big summons, and Comet should make short work of that. Dragon armlets with big guard are upping our defenses to insane levels. Silence on Cloud with his masculine ribbon? I don't think so. And when in doubt, as always, resort to Trine. I'm so low on MP though that I actually have to resort to using Molotovs again. Okay, fine, I'll use a Turbo Ether on Tifa just so I can use some Comet 2s. I really don't want to use my Mega Elixirs. That's the classic Final Fantasy experience. Might need that later. Fine, I'll use 1 more Turbo Ether. Tifa's back up, and please just stop silencing people. Finally done. Ooh, Lucky Plus leveled up, and a Reflect Ring was acquired. Cool Dog, would you please hold on to this for me? Ooh, new marble. MP Turbo. Might actually be useful. Oh, man, not more of these wind walls. Listen, I swear this never happens. I usually get through no problem. The Trouth was discovered? Who the heck is Zack? Anyway, yeah, here's your black marble. Those good old boys at Squaresoft knew exactly what they were doing. Not that I'm complaining. Obvious man in disguise in the front row there. Execution? What, a gas chamber? Pocket sand? Man, I'm getting some tonal whiplash here. Thank God I was using Barrett and he's got his materia equipped. Otherwise, I might have lost the challenge right here. Man, they really saved all of the cool CGI for disc 2. No wonder this game needed 3 discs. Yeah, okay, leave Tifa behind in the gas chamber to go to the airport. Sounds like a very reasonable plan. High wind stolen. Key acquired. Diamond weapon status. Face exploded. Huh, that's a big fall. I'm sure she'll be okay.
I'm going slap, slap, happy, slappity, slapping you, teaching you a lesson for coming in my house.
Finally, freedom back on the world map. It's been so long. I'm going back to the Bone Village. I gotta get my ether, man. I need my fix. Midgar is next up on the block in terms of story, but it's also extremely lucrative grinding. These packs of bugs here give good AP and EXP. They die to a single magic breath. They also happen to drop ethers. This is truly a great grinding spot. I'm also going to quickly rip over to Cosmo Canyon for HP and MP plus materia. It's become painfully obvious that I'm going to need tons of MP moving forward. I've been scraping by up until now. It's time to thrive. Purple marbles acquired. They're going on the double growth weapons that I have. But after a brief 20-minute grinding session, I'm zonked out, man. I'll have to finish the rest of Disc 2 and all of Disc 3 tomorrow. Time's a-ticking down rapidly. There's still a lot of game left to cover. Because there's such a strict time crunch, let's get started by grinding for almost an hour. I took a quick trip to Bone Village for rune armlets. These also have double growth on them. Double growth on weapons and armor. Literally swimming in AP now. I managed to max out a lot of my materia by the end of this grind session. I mastered several all materia and most of my basic magic materias. I also got some insane progress on my HP and MP+. Not bad for an hour investment. Finally time to resume the game. Conveniently, the next stop in the story is also Midgar, so it's just a quick trip inside now. Tons of cash from grinding, and I'm also going to sell a mastered all materia. Buying a full stock of everything in the item shop should have me sitting pretty for the rest of the game. Definitely not worried about running out of ether anymore. Wait, talking about a big sword? Wait, was it lengthy or girthy? Girthy? That's my buddy Cloud! I guess he's become a wheelchair Cloud now. Ah, Scarlet. What was I thinking about? Oh right, let's go after the big McHuge large materia now. Run into that North Coral reactor. Oh, some fun with trains. Yanking on those levers all day, baby. Grinding was definitely the right choice. The extra MP from MP Plus alone was hugely worth it. Spamming Magic Breath and MP Turbo Comets, the train battle's done with time to spare. Quick, yank on those levers again. North Coral status, not destroyed this time. Big McHuge large materia acquired. Ultima materia gained for free. Very cool. I only need 5,000 AP for Ultima. That'll probably happen with all of this double AP growth going on. Fort Condor's up next. I've sold a single mastered all materia, so my resources are limitless. 100 S-mines? Yeah, sure, why not? I will simply buy the big rocks. There is no way to get up to the top when big rocks are falling on you. Oh look, I won. Ooh, new red marble, Phoenix. Second big McHuge large materia acquired. Let's check on Wheelchair Cloud and Tifa back at Midgar. Little white chocobo fed and scratched. Contain materia obtained. Deceptively named, Contain materia has very strong elemental magic like Freeze and Tornado. Oh no, it's ultimate weapon. Let's try Freeze. It's not that much better than Magic Breath, honestly. Magic Breath is just way too strong. Yeah, okay, bye. This cutscene is amazing. Remember how FF7 started? I never would have predicted that this is the direction they were gonna go. One, quite honestly, extremely unimportant exposition dump later and Cloud and Tifa are back in. Seriously, the whole Cloud backstory thing is so out of nowhere and completely unrelated to the main plot of FF7. It's kind of baffling that it's so prominent. Back to Junon, yet again, and down to the underwater reactor. Let's try and get ourselves a guidebook from this guy. There's no way I beat Emerald Weapon like this, but let's try and spend the time anyways. Definitely not on a time crunch or anything. Morph successful and guidebook acquired. The huge materia in the submarine. It's more likely than you think. Oh, hey, Reno. Oh, fight carry armor instead? Okay. Magic Breath still tearing enemies to shreds. Would recommend getting hit by it in the Great Glacier. Yeah, I could cast Neo Bahamut and Bahamut with huge cast times, or I could simply spam Magic Breath. Easy peasy, goodbye Mr. Robot. I'm taking over the ship. Ooh, Contain and Ultima leveled up. Ultima's on the table now, that's pretty cool. But first, it's a submarine battle minigame. Let's go. I will simply drive forward and spam torpedoes to win. They're making a huge deal out of this minigame and I won it in 15 seconds. Submarine acquired. Big McHuge large materia recovered. Emerald weapon is here, and that's pretty scary, but I will simply head to the Key of the Ancients to save myself a trip later on. Time for the last huge materia in Rocket Town. Another rematch with Rude. Let's try Ultima. Oh god, my eyes. It's barely stronger than Magic Breath. He's using Bolt too? At this point in the game? Okay, you know what? Rude, just get out of here. Sid's a rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone. That's some good advice. I don't know, just punching the code randomly. Oh, first try, baby. I truly am a brain lord. A mastermind, if you will. I definitely didn't look up the code or anything. Gotta love how Sid is like a little kid on this escape pod. His dream of going to space finally came true. Oh look, the rocket did absolutely nothing to Meteor. Every single big McHuge large materia acquired. What was the point of that again? Bugenhagen? Yeah, okay, cat dog. May as well grab Sid's ultimate weapon since I'm here. Listen, I grinded all of the AP I ever needed earlier. I will use the Venus Gospel because it gives me the most sockets. Bahamut Zero obtained. Now off to the City of the Ancients where absolutely nothing bad ever happened. White materia. I sure hope it didn't drop into the water where it got lost forever. Good thing I brought that key. It actually really sucks if you don't have the key when you come here the first time. Oh no, a giant monster's coming to destroy Midgar and all of its reactors. Well, I guess I'll just wait for this thing to saunter on over here. I'll use this time to literally leave and go grab a sandwich. Back just in time. Big Guard? Bahamut Zero, Comet 2, Ultima? Magic Breath, unironically, still one of our strongest options though. And it's dead. I think he shot me like 4 times that whole fight for barely any damage. Easy peasy. Oh no, he's still walking to Midgar. Wait, I really need to take this call. Diamond Weapon got completely annihilated by the Sister Ray. Oh man, and Rufus is definitely not going to be back in the inevitable sequel film, I bet. Not after getting absolutely obliterated by that explosion. There's no way he's coming back. Oh, let's see what happened in that North Cave. The barrier's down. Let's take down Sephiroth. Oh, Hojo's going to do something in Midgar? Fine. You know, I really should have beat up that nerd back at the beach. Midgar's full of giant monsters now. Dude, what happened? Time to just blast through everything. Good thing I have a bajillion healing items and the most powerful magic available. I'm going all the way to the back of the train tracks for W item. Alright, a final battle with the Turks. Let's do this. I'm gonna try and steal Elena's Minerva band. Alright, got it. That was easy. That's all I care about in this fight. You guys and your steals are trash. You can just die now. I fought you enough. The Shinra Corporation's greatest asset, the proud Claude. Why would you even name it Claude? Calling someone a Claude is the same as calling them an idiot. And to be proud of that, for shame, Shinra Power Company. All cast regen and Big Guard to start. Then, you know what's gonna happen. Spamming Ultima, Magic Breath, and Comet 2. After our big summons are exhausted, of course. W item ethers for 200 MP a turn is actually worthwhile for recovering MP. But I inevitably run out of MP. I'm gonna resort to spamming S mines until W item can get these guys back up to full MP. To no one's surprise though, the fight's pretty easy overall. And a victory means a new weapon for Cloud with the Ragnarok. I think it's about time to replace that rune blade I picked up all the way back in Mount Nibel. Yes, I am still using it for double materia growth. Minerva Band replacing Dragon Armlet for Tifa. Materia redistributed and it's off to take on Hojo. Standard start of the battle here with Big Guard. Now it's time to spam Ultima and Magic Breath. Wow, the first phase was done nearly instantly. Phase 2 rolls around and more Magic Breath. More summons. Phase 2's done after Hojo basically getting a single sleep off. I'm absolutely trashing this guy. Lifeform Hojo, oh god. He's using silence? That's my one weakness! Good thing I have that ribbon on Cloud. Hojo keeps trying to silence him, but Cloud is immune. So Cloud here is just gonna spam Comet 2 while these two clowns sleep, while Hojo does weak auto attacks, I guess. I'm out of MP and I gotta rip this Turbo Ether. Hojo done and dusted. Wow, that return to Midgar segment really feels tacked on in retrospect. Oh well, moving on to Disc 3. All that's left is the North Crater and whatever optional content you choose to do. That's fortunate because it's getting a little late. But I'm also a glutton for punishment. Let's get Cloud's ultimate weapon. 20 minutes of battles and chasing Ultima weapon later and he gets blowed up outside Cosmo Canyon. Ultimate weapon acquired and Shadow Flare learned along the way. I think it's finally time to finish this game. One quick final restock on items and it's off to the North Crater. I still get really stressed coming down here. Ever since the first time I did the North Crater way back in like the summer of 1999. Of course, I'm an ancient gaming geezer now, so that's a completely irrational fear. Just running down through the most unintuitive routes in the game. Normally I just run from these battles, but I'll try and murder whatever I can along the way. Yeah, I'm going back to the running strategy, at least when I can. I'm trying to rip through this cave as fast as possible. There's really nothing I need or care about in here. We're good to go. But there are tons of insane materia and collectibles down here. But by the time you actually get it, the game's over. You just don't need any of it. Yeah, definitely a lot easier down here in the North Crater than I remember. Little young Wes was clearly bad at video games and traumatized though. All you gotta do is fight your way down here. It's not a big deal. I'm taunted by this purple marble. I have to know what it is. Oh, Mega All. Absolutely amazing materia that I really do not need. Just get me out of these battles, man. Take me to the bottom of the crater. W magic acquired. Alright, that one I will use. Another Mega All acquired from meeting up with my party members. Okay, let's mosey. Genova Thinthithith. The final boss gauntlet is finally here. Starting with Big Guard, of course. I will cast Comet twice using W magic. Now I will use Shadow Flare and end my turn. 60,000 HP to cut through, huh? Should not be a problem. Shadow Flame, Comet 2, Ultima. Genova Synthesis barely gets a turn. Oh, it's not a countdown? Oh, wait, you're dead. Yes, Sephiroth, I would like to continue using the exact same party I've been using for the last 20 hours. After Genova Synthesis, I'm kind of tapped out, so I'm just going to rep a Mega Elixir off the bat. I need the MP, and this is like the last fight, so why not? Big Guard and back to classic strategies. Big Summons, Shadow Flare, Ultima, and Comet 2. Oh wow, a Bolt 3? How terrifying. Farming those dragon armlets back in the Great Glacier was absolutely worth it, by the way. There's like 5 parts to Bizarro Sephiroth. Parts are just exploding left and right from all of this targeting magic. May as well spam elixirs and Mega Elixirs for MP recovery. I can't take them with me. Yeah, just tip over with your weird flippers, dude. Here it is. The finale. Big Guard? Oh god, he's using Wall 2? That's gonna cut my damage output in half. I gotta deal 80,000 HP to cut him down. May as well be 160,000 now. W Magic Comet still strong, especially on single targets. Shadow Flare and Ultima, standard go-tos. I actually do need to make sure I have my HP at full and Big Guard on at all times though, because here it is, everyone's favorite attack, Supernova. Sephiroth literally destroys the entire solar system. This is where things in Final Fantasy games went a little too far. My suspension of disbelief is completely ruined. If Sephiroth blew up the entire solar system, how could Cloud, Tifa, and Cid possibly survive? It makes absolutely no sense. I'll make sure that I queue up a Mega Elixir for when this attack ends after one literal eternity. Even beefed up as huge as I am, Supernova almost killed me, and I gotta spam some remedies to cure the petrifies. White Wind would have been smart too, I guess, if I actually remembered to use it. M Barrier is down, time to do some real damage. W Comets, Shadow Flares, Ultima. Damn, it's over. It's a little anticlimactic. Game status, completed. Well, at least after one final fight. Uh-oh, limit break. I'm not allowed, that's against the rules. I will simply choose pacifism. Listen, I didn't press any buttons. Cloud auto-counters Sephiroth's attack, and I win. Oh baby, ending the game on a great jiggly jug moment. Those artists at Square knew exactly what they were doing. That's Final Fantasy VII completed without ever using the attack or limit break commands. Final Fantasy VII without attacks was completed in 23 hours, 6 minutes, and 34 seconds played over 72 hours of real time. Yeah, let's not do that again. Those are some very long days, especially day 2 at 11 hours. Final Fantasy VII is generally tuned easy, and doing it without attacks was a challenge I knew I'd be able to complete. The 72-hour stipulation did really light a fire under me and definitely added some much-needed tension. The only real problem areas are in the early game. Running out of MP is a genuine concern, and if you run out, you have to resort to consumable attacks like grenades. If you don't restock on those items, you could find yourself in a pretty bad spot. Once you start to come online with Materia and you leave Midgar, it really smooths out. The only real issue was the Great Glacier. That's just a very long combat gauntlet without any consumable restocking opportunities. If you wanted to do FF7 no attacks yourself, I would highly recommend you buy a lot of ethers and tents at Bone Village before beating Genova Life in the City of the Ancients. The enemy skill materia is by far the MVP for this challenge. Enemy skill is just way too strong. It really trivializes a lot of the game. You don't need to spend time grinding to make enemy skill good. It's one materia slot per character and gives you access to insanely good healing and status healing with White Wind. Big Guard is the best single cast buff in the entire game because it gives you M Barrier, Barrier, and Haste. Not to mention you get access to extremely high damage spells like Trine, Beta, Aqualung followed by the Mighty Magic Breath, and finally Shadow Flare. Enemy skill is just way too good for this challenge. Honestly, it's just way too good even for casual play. Enemy skill basically renders the regular magic materia redundant, at least until Comet and later Contain and Ultima show up. You know, towards the end of Disc 2. If I were to do this challenge again, I'd probably remove the yellow command materia as an option. But even without it, the challenge would have been pretty easy. Without enemy skill, there would likely be a lot more emphasis on spamming throwable items. Consumables only might be an interesting challenge to try in the future though. It's always a fun time to rip through Final Fantasy VII, and its array of little minigames. Sometimes you need a really heavy challenge, and sometimes you just want a light playthrough. But beating FF7 with no attacks was fun. Genuinely always a good time to play FF7. But now I have a desire for a new collection. Perhaps some monsters that fit inside my pocket will suffice. Thanks for watching Backlog Buster. My Patreon supporters get a super exclusive double thank you. Thank you to all of the Patreon supporters of Backlog Buster. You're greatly helping me continue to make videos and not get made destitute by Adobe. Somebody has to pay the multi-million-dollar corporation. If you enjoyed the video, you can subscribe to the channel so you never miss another one. If you want to continue to support the channel, you can check out the Patreon. You can also check out the various playlists for more content. There's one for Classic Backlog Buster, one for Backlog Buster Challenger for gaming challenge videos, and Backlog Buster Platinum Hits for going for 100% completion and platinum trophies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.